Good morning, guys. Welcome to our first meeting of the day at NextGen Marketing, our agency here in London. We have a new client today. We're super excited. We were able to acquire a really good client. Rupert, welcome. You will introduce the client to us and give us a little brief about it. Really happy about it.
So today we managed to secure Rimowa. Rimowa's story starts from the foundations in 1898 in Cologne, Germany. In the 1930s, a fire broke out, leaving only the aluminium panels to survive. A durable design with later grooves and additions in the 1950s. This family business grew to, in 2016, an acquisition of £560 million by the LVMH Group. Rimowa's engineering marvels with a 220 component design with premium components like aluminium and polycarbonate, has a minimalistic appeal with unmatched durability, and is positioned as a question mark in the BCG matrix with a 1.8% share of the global luggage market in 2015, with undeniable growth potential.
Great, Rupert. Thank you for that input. Can you please tell us a little bit more about Rimowa's competitors and give us a little competitive analysis, please?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
So, Rimowa's key competitors are Samsonite and Temu, with Rimowa leading in craftsmanship and cultural capital. These competitors offer similar functional features but do not compete with the identity and ownership that comes from a Rimowa brand, which is difficult to replicate the story and prestige and the functionality. Significant barriers are the investment grade and the brand equity required for new players. Rimowa's reputational dominance, consumers are becoming more influential than ever with digital platforms, and 62% of Gen Z and 59% of millennials demand sustainability with every purchase. Rimowa sees this as an opportunity as it is synonymous with quality and repairability. Rimowa stands out as a lifestyle and legacy brand. The experience it represents: craftsmanship and sustainability, evolving customer trends, and presents an opportunity with e-commerce platforms and experiential retail. And now let's jump into the marketing campaign strategy. So the overall campaign aim is to expand sales by targeting affluent young professionals, particularly Gen Z and millennials, by enhancing accessibility across the UK. Let's jump into objective 1. To acquire new customers beyond London, showcasing Rimowa's versatility by strategy, launching social media campaigns featuring diverse travel experiences across the UK, creating aspirational content and showcasing the brand's ability to go beyond urban centres. Objective 2 is to attract Gen Z and millennial consumers who value luxury and sustainability by introducing modern interactive channels such as QR codes and physical ads leading to immersive virtual reality product demos. These efforts is to build a seamless bridge between digital and physical engagement. And objective 3, to increase online accessibility and direct customer sales by using guerrilla marketing strategies and city-based pop-ups with live demonstrations highlighting the product's durability, such as smashing suitcases to go public and viral, with the budget allocations of 40% for through the line, 30% for below the line, and 30% for online. Now let's jump in and take a closer look at the segmentation.
Cool, thank you. Based on what you, Rupert, said about the segment, it aligns with the research I have done. As you see on this slide, I have summarized the key segmentation variables, including demographic, geographic, sociographic, and behavioral. One of the key takeaways from this I want to add to what you said is that the segments seek brands that mirror their lifestyle and their values. What I find interesting about this segment is that it aligns with the segment identified in a report from Euromonitor from November 2024, being brand champions consisting of 33% of the UK consumers. They prefer branded goods and are actively engaging with brands and enjoy showing loyalty. I have brought some of the data on this segment from the report as seen on this slide. I think relevant for us is that they can be reached through a tailored and personalized shopping experience coupled with brand engagement. It would be beneficial to highlight Rimowa's iconic craftsmanship and heritage, aligning with what you mentioned, Robert. Furthermore, we can reach them through authentic storytelling that aligns with consumers' lifestyle and sense of community by offering seamless omnichannel experiences. How does this align with the brand perception? And Sophie?
Although we have established that Rimowa is already a leader in the luxury luggage market, we've identified areas where this brand can evolve to catch a broader and more dynamic audience. So first, let's address where Rimowa is at right now. Consumers recognize Rimowa as a premium, status-driven brand, and it's a marker of sophistication and success. The craftsmanship and the durability that we've talked about is undeniable, but there's a perception that the brand lends heavily on tradition. Some buyers feel a lack of innovation, particularly with the tech-savvy younger travelers. Price is another sticking point. While the luxury positioning is clear, many question whether the premium cost truly reflects the unique value. And for today's travelers, personalization and smart functionality are more than just nice to have. Their expectations, and they will add more emotional value to the product. So our research revealed clear frustration is likely this lack of personalization. Consumer wants their luggage to reflect their individuality and their values. Travelers want to integrate tech like location tracking and smart features to simplify their journeys, and they want more than just a luggage, they want a lifelong companion.
So how do you think we shift these perceptions?
So with this campaign, we want consumers to see Rimowa as the brand that blends luxury with cutting-edge innovation. We'll propose Rimowa as a future-forward leader offering an elevated travel experience. Through personalization features like this QR code system that connects users to their luggage journey, we'll create opportunities for self-expression and gamification. So imagine developing our virtual stickers to more than just London in the UK, but making their luggage not just functional, but personal and meaningful, and this will speak to a broader audience in the whole UK, not just London. This transforms Rimowa into more than just a suitcase. It becomes an indispensable travel companion that is as unique as its owner. The campaign connects with Rimowa's heritage while appealing to a modern sensibilities. It introduces innovation in a way that feels approachable and exciting, and especially for these younger tech-savvy consumers that we've talked about. By merging personalization, functionality, and gamification, we are creating an emotional connection with the audience, and it should be an invite to join the Rimowa community and make each customer's journeys unforgettable.
Let's have a look at our campaign proposition and SMP, the single-minded proposition. It is designed for you on all of your travels because the world is more accessible than ever. Really like this one. If we look at our evidence for our SMP, we have the part of the heritage and craftsmanship spanning over a century. We talked about it, and the durability of the product with its longevity and proven strength. We have a lot of innovative features throughout the time at Rimowa, and we have immense sustainable efforts, for example, the eco-friendly material I talked about, but also the commitment to repairability. So also really interesting is the luxury status. As you know, Rimowa is part of the LVMH family. It makes it a luxury product and a premium brand already. So it doesn't have an urgency as a product itself, but it fulfills a higher level needs like self-esteem and self-expression. So it's not too urgent as it's a luxury product. We are on top of the Maslow hierarchy of needs here. We have the unique personalization, we talked about that as well. And in general, we have a good alignment with our consumer trends in a global market presence, as we are available worldwide, online and in locations as well. So let's have a look at the SMP routes. We have the accessibility. We will tackle this with strategy 1 and 2. Media examples for this will be the social media campaigns and the content featuring the travels throughout the UK using VR and online, as well as product demos. This goes hand in hand with the design and build. We will tackle this with our strategy 2 and 3, also mentioned by Rupert. The example for this are the QR codes for the VR world, but also to the live pop-ups, which will give people the option or the possibility to have a sense of touch for the product itself, a tactile feel for the design of the product, so get the hands on it. The last one is ready for your turn. As mentioned, strategy 1 and 2 will be important for that. And as a media example, we will want customers to engage in a whole new way with the gamification you mentioned. We talked about the stickers in the virtual reality world. So we have a very broad offering and are ready to meet the customer's needs, provide this kind of experience that is very tailored to their desire and perfectly fits to our SMP, ready for your turn. So that's what I can say about the SMP to Rimowa. Amazing. So now we're going to talk to Laura. Unfortunately, she can't join us in person here today because she's at our Paris office. So, Laura, could you please be so kind and inform us a little bit about the mandatories we have to have a look at, the timings, and also what we could or would consider a success for this campaign in general, please?
Hi everyone, so sorry I couldn't make it to the meeting in person, but as I wrap up this meeting, I'll whiz straight through it. So building on Sophie's insights, the Markham's campaign will be built upon, the standard yet impactful strategies that have consistently delivered strong results, starting with ATL and BTL approaches. So for ATL, I was thinking digital out-of-home displays in high visibility locations like airports and shopping centers to target the affluent professionals over, I think, will be a 6-week period. So we don't blow the budget, but and then for BTL and online influencer collaborations on Instagram and TikTok to engage the Gen Z and millennial travelers, and this for a longer connection. This will be over a 12-week period, and then finally, additionally, the AR and app experience will be central to the through the line strategy, creating more of an excitement, a buzz around this, and this will be time to align with the key campaign moments, building on the features discussed by Sophie earlier, and connect with Rimowa throughout the 6-month campaign. This means they can continue driving interactions even after the primary ATL and BTL phases have concluded. Next, the campaign mandatory, so I'll focus on the top 3. There's branding elements. These are essential, so the Rimowa logo should be featured in key placement, but used subtly to avoid taking the spotlight from Rimowa's iconic product design, which remains, of course, the brand hero. So keeping it sleek and unstated to emphasize the brand's timeless craftsmanship and appeal. And then in addition to using the right colors, creating a cohesive image, there's the visual storytelling. So to spotlight Rimowa's product features, they should use compelling imagery to showcase the timeless aluminium and the polycarbonate designs, the durability, and also tech features or innovation features like the GPS tracking. This will really ensure that they connect with the audience's lifestyle. And lastly, every campaign piece must connect with of course the British consumer, including emotional triggers, using diverse aspirational travelers in iconic British settings, from urban landmarks to other familiar locations. And this messaging should align with the values of the British Gen Z and millennial, so focusing on things like style, convenience, and a seamless modern journey. All of this to make sure it's relevant and relatable. And lastly, I've sent a whole outline of the metrics to measure the success of this campaign, but we're running out of time, so I'll stick to the main points. So the key objectives are to expand to other UK cities. So we're aiming for 3 to 5 million impressions and a 20% increase in the first-time buyers outside London. We're also focusing on boosting online accessibility, so targeting 20% more website traffic in the first 2 months and maintaining a 2 to 3 conversion rate over 6 months. And lastly, engaging the Gen Z and millennials professionals is critical, so aiming for 40 to 50% campaign engagement and a whopping 10,000 hashtag users. So although some of the goals will be more challenging, with the plan in place we have and have all outlined, I believe these targets are achievable. So thanks everyone for this meeting, and see you next week.
Thank you very much, everyone. I think we have a good place to leave off, and we'll be in touch next week once we've finalised with the client. I think going forwards we have a great opportunity, and we'll see which route and strategies they'll go for. So we'll touch base on an email, and take care.
Great, thanks.
Great. Thank you.